What's up YouTube, it is SA here, welcome to episode 15 of our career mode series with Swansea City. Now this is a very long episode guys, it's just under 15 minutes long and I did have some extra time on my hands, so I thought why not make it a little bit longer for you guys so you will enjoy it a little bit more. And we do have some very good fixes in the episode as well, such as QPR, Chelsea, and I also got some friendly matches, international friendly matches with Belgium, which I'll be showing later in this episode. But let's get back to this video guys. Insigne, our new signing from Napoli, which I signed in the last episode, makes an instant impact, just running around the defender, showing his physical attributes there, showing his pace, and then what a shot it was. I didn't think Julio Cesar could have done better to that, but it was I guess a poor goalkeeping as well, because I guess he should have done a lot better. I still can't understand why Julio Cesar went to QPR though. I mean, he is a top quality goalkeeper. I'm not too sure why he went to QPR. I mean, maybe it was a money decision or something like ours to play Premier League, but I'm not too sure why. But let's get back to the video. And in the second half, QPR make an instant impact. They just come at my defence straight away, and Camargo scores the goal there. And I get very unfortunate here. I'm not too sure who fouled him then. I think it was Williams, but I think he just pushes him off. I didn't actually press a button there to foul him, and then unfortunately give away the penalty. And that really was a class penalty there by Trapp. I think it was an unstoppable penalty there. Vorm didn't have any chance because it did it right into the corner of the goal. I did have opportunities on my own as well later in this half, but I mean I just couldn't make use of them. And Julio Cesar was making top quality saves, a lot better than the save or attempt to save which he made against Insigne. And I really just struggled to beat him. And as you've seen here, I had so many chances, but I just could not get that goal and to equalise. And unfortunately for me, despite all my chances, it did finish 2-1 to QPR. A disappointing result, because I mean I should have really won that game with all the chances I had. But I mean, at least it was a good start for our new signing Insigne. As you can see, he did have a man of the match performance. And guys, am I pronouncing his name right? I'm not too sure if I am. Tell me in the comment section below, because I don't want to be pronouncing his name wrong all this time, and obviously he'll make me look like a complete arsehole. So tell me guys if I'm pronouncing his name right or wrong. But anyway, get back to the video. A game against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, so a huge game and a huge challenge as well. And Chelsea were playing very well in this match, but so was I. I mean, I was getting loads of chances, and I was surprised how easy it was to get through the defence, and how easy it was to get a shot off Petr Cech. But I mean, at the half-time whistle, it did finish 0-0, and straight after the second half, in the 40th minute, Juan Mata gave Chelsea the lead of 1-0, and after that Chelsea gained a lot more confidence in front of the goal and were coming at me a lot more as well. As you can see, Sturridge there missing the chance. Then under a counter-attack, Insigne comes through there, shows the pace, and then close your eye guys, a sweaty goal there. But at least it got me back into the game, and it's offline anyway guys, so it's not going to really matter. But it got me back into the game, and it gave me the goal back and made the score 1-0. And Chelsea again had many chances, but I was defending very well in this match. And Sturridge wasn't having the best of games either. He was missing so many chances in front of the goal. Then look at that skill there from Insigne, rouletting it around the defender, and then taking a shot at Petr Cech, but it was well saved. But I mean, it came straight out of Michi, who was there at the right time, at the right moment, and he finished that off well to give us the match. We did win that match 2-1, and that really is a huge result, because we did play Chelsea at Stamford Bridge as well, and that gave us a lot of confidence going into this game, because we did have to verse Chelsea again, but this time it was in the FA Cup, which is very unfortunate because I really want to go far in this FA Cup, and I wasn't very confident. I mean, even after that win, I knew that Chelsea would be looking for revenge, and they're going to play a lot better. And I noticed that straight from the off. Chelsea in this match were attacking a lot more. Not in the first half, they were a little bit more tentative, I guess, and they weren't attacking as much often. But I mean, in this match, he was coming right on my defence, and as you can see, Sturridge scoring the goal. Wasn't even confident in the first match. I was missing loads of chances, but in this match, he was finished them off well. He did miss that one, but again, he really was making my defence struggle. And again, that was one of the shots which just kind of left his mouth wide open. I think, what the hell? How the hell did he score that? But that really was a good quality goal from Sturridge, and he was a different player in this match. I mean, in the last match, Sturridge was missing chances. He wasn't really causing my defence any problems, but in this match he was a completely different player, and I really struggled to keep him at bay. And again, Chelsea could have had a lot more goals as well, but I mean, they didn't take their chances. But again, Sturridge went through on here. I did think the defender would get that one out, but it did just roll into the past the line to get Sturridge's hat-trick, and he really was on top form in this game. And as you can see, I did have a few chances, but Chelsea were defending so well, and I just couldn't get the shot off to test Petr Cech. And Victor Moses in the 90th minute just catches my defence out then and just slides it under Rome to get Chelsea's 4th goal of the game, and that is how it ended. A very disappointing match, 4-0 Chelsea, and unfortunately it knocked me out of the FA Cup. I mean, I couldn't really complain it because I was totally outclassed, and the score could have been a lot worse. But I mean, I'm out of the FA Cup now, and there's nothing I could do about it, and I have to regain my focus, regain my confidence against Fulham, which is the Premier League game, obviously, because we're knocked out of the Capital One Cup and the FA Cup. So the Premier League is the only thing we have, and I did have to make some changes here, rotate the squad a little bit, because this fixture was only 2 days after that Chelsea match, that Chelsea FA Cup match. And close your eye, guys, another sweaty goal from me again, but I mean, it gave us the lead against Fulham. Pablo Hernandez showing his pace in, and Insigne gets another goal. What a start he has had, our new signing. And Fulham did have a chance of their own there from the free kick, but that was well saved from our goalkeeper Vorm. And at the half-time whistle, it did finish 1-0 to us. A good first half performance, and we did go through here with Routledge, a brilliant pass there from the midfield, but Routledge just couldn't finish that one off, and I let Fulham through here. That really is poor defending. I just lost my focus there and just sliding all over the place, and you know, when that happens, I hate it when that happens, because I just lose my focus and just start going wild. But fortunately, that's what happened, and I let Fulham get the goal there, gave them the equaliser, and unfortunately, I just couldn't get one back then to take the lead. And unfortunately, it did end 1-0. A match where I think I did deserve the victory, but I was happy with a point. And then Chico was saying that he works hard in training and he wanted higher wages, and I thought, hold on, you're injured, mate. And I was like, okay, that's really weird, because he's injured, he's got a broken ankle, so why is he requesting higher wages and saying that he's working hard in training when he isn't even training anyway? He hasn't played a single match in the last 3 or 4 games, so I'm not too sure what that was. Maybe it was a glitch or something in the game, I'm not too sure, but I did obviously increase his wages. And then we had some very surprising news that we did have a few injuries with our international match. Hazard and Fellaini and who else was the company? They were all injured for some reason. They all had the same injury as well, a torn quadrat muscle injury or something like that. I'm not too sure what it was. But sorry, Fellaini wasn't injured, sorry. It was just company and Hazard and a few other players. And this match was against Portugal. Our first friendly match was against Portugal, and we make a very good start here. Vossen running in and a beautiful shot there into the right corner of the goal. And that gave us an early lead of 1-0, but Portugal, as a quality side they did trouble my defence. And again, Vossen scored again for me, a very, very similar goal to the first one. It was nearly the same. I mean, running down and then hitting it on his right foot into the same corner of the goal. And at least it was the same result, and it got us the goal, and that gave us a 2-0 lead over Portugal. And did come close there with a free kick from Lukaku, but just went past the post. And then right before half time, Portugal did get one back there with Vaster, and that is how it ended. It ended half time 2-1 to us, and hopefully we could do the same in the second half. But I mean, it wasn't the same because I was defending a lot more poorly, and Portugal were just all over my defence. And look how lucky I was there. That really was a good block there, because if he wasn't there, then it would have gone in. But Portugal kept on coming, and it eventually paid off for them. Vaster getting the second goal of the game and just going through my defence and finishing it well. And how did Portugal miss that one? I don't know. Vaster could have got his hat-trick then, but instead Juan Moutinho put Portugal ahead there with a brilliant header, and that gave them the lead of 3-2. And then I went a little bit more attacking, I guess, and I did have a lot more chances, but I just couldn't finish them. And it went very frustrating for me because I couldn't really get past their defence after that. And unfortunately for me, it did end 3-2 to Portugal. Our first loss with our international side Belgium, but I mean, we didn't have the best side out there, and I guess we didn't really play the best, and we were up against top quality opponents as well, so there was no complaints about that. But we had to move on against Ecuador. And again, this was a tough match as well. Ecuador actually have quite a decent team, a pacey attack with the likes of Valencia, and they did actually take the lead there, and they really did struggle with it with their pace. But I mean, Lukaku, he is so strong on the ball, taking a very good shot there, and again from the free kick, he forced the Ecuador goalkeeper to make the save. But despite my efforts on goal, it did finish 1-0 to Ecuador at the half-time whistle. In the second half, I kept on coming at there, but I just couldn't finish my chances in front of the goal. That really was a poor shot there, and Ecuador did have a few chances as well, as you can see, just hitting the post. And what a shot that was from Fellaini from the midfield in the 78th minute. That was a brilliant shot. He is so good on this game, so strong and so good on the headers as well, and that was a brilliant shot right to the corner of the goal. Thankfully he did hit the post and come back into the goal, and thankfully the result was it was a goal. But then unfortunately my defence just got caught out here. It was 2 against 1, and Ecuador just passed the ball there, and I just leave him open, and Benitez finishes it well, and that gave Ecuador the lead of 2-1, and I just could not come back after that. And unfortunately for me, it handed our second loss in a row, with Belgium. But I mean, these were only friendly matches, and we lost marginally as well, so it wasn't the worst scenario. But I mean, we have to move on now, and we have our next friendly match, which is in a month's time against Germany, so that'll be a big challenge. But for now, we have to return back to Swansea and back to the Premier League, and we were desperate for points against this match against Stoke, and this was a big challenge for me because, as you all know, Stoke are a very good side, and I was away of them as well, and there was a lot of pressure on me as well to get the points. But I mean, I was pretty confident because Stoke weren't on the best of we're not the best run of results either, because they actually had quite a lot of losses there, and also they had quite a lot of missing players as well through injuries and suspensions. And in the early minutes of the game, we did start off very well here. Dyer showing his pace there, too fast for the defenders, and a sweaty goal there to give me the lead. Good pass there to Pablo Hernandez, and then he finished that one off, and that gave us the lead of 1-0 against Stoke, and I was happy about that. And after that, I was playing very well. My passing was good, and what a pass that is from Insigne. He not only scores goal, but he sets them up as well. And Pablo Hernandez does well there to shrug off the Stoke City defender, and then what a finish that is. His left foot, his weaker foot as well. A very good shot into the near post, and that gave us extended our lead to 2-0 against Stoke. And it was a very good start in this game because I wanted more goals as well. And normally when I get goals, I kind of lay off, but I mean, they kept coming, but unfortunately I just couldn't finish my chances. But at the half-time whistle, I was happy with the 2-0 lead. And obviously Stoke City 2-0 down, they're going to attack a little bit more, and they started off the second half very good here. Jones taking a shot. Unfortunately for him, he got a little bit unfortunate there, just hitting the post. But unfortunately for me, it did a rebound to Adam straight there, and he finished that one off well. Easy goal for him. And after that, I found it very hard to get through Stoke City defence. I didn't find it as easy as I did in the first half, and Stoke City were causing my defence so many problems, and they should have scored that really there, and they were missing so many chances, and I was so lucky in this match to not concede. I mean, Stoke City could have easily won this game, and you see here right in the 90th minute, my heart nearly stopped because they were getting so many chances, but thankfully for me, they all went wide, and they just could not find the back of the net, and it did finish 2-1 to Swansea, which meant 3 points, which I was very happy about. I mean, not the best of performance, but most of all, it's the 3 points which you highly need with the Premier League table. And this is how it looks. Man United are still in first position, and we're still in 12th position as well, with 33 points, and we're 12 points behind Spurs. So in the last episode we were 13 points, so I guess it is an improvement, and you might not think it's a big of an improvement, but I mean, in my eyes it is, because in this episode we did have some tough fixtures. I mean, we had Chelsea and QPR and obviously Stoke, so they were obviously quality opponents, and we did good against them. I mean, we were obviously unfortunate there to lose against QPR, but I mean, it looks good. 12th position, 33 points. Spurs are on 45 minutes. It's going to be a good end to the season, guys. I could really see us being entertaining and a good challenge as well for me, because it's not always good when you're always winning, because you know what's going to happen. It's better when it's kind of a twist in the journey, and it's a uphill and downhill journey, and it's not all, I guess, up. I mean, it's better when you struggle and it's a big challenge. But I mean, that's what we got here, and I can tell you guys, it's going to be a good end to the season. It's going to be a struggle, but I mean, hopefully we can reach our target. And if you want to see this journey continue, guys, please click that subscribe button, and please show your support, guys, by giving this video a like, and also please feel free to comment in the section below, and I will see you guys in the next video.